So this title kind of tells you a contrary of what you think, because you think that school has programmed you to make less mistakes, right? School has programmed you to believe that making mistakes are bad. Why? Because you get punished each and every time after you make a mistake. You get an F, and then your parents yell at you, or they beat you if you're from Eastern Europe, and you just get punished. So you think all your life that mistakes are a bad thing. This is how stupid school is. This is how they program you, of course. Because if you're scared of making mistakes, you're scared of taking risks, because you're risking making a mistake, which means you'll never be successful, because the risks are what is required for you to become successful in the first place. Now, I want you to imagine your dream life. Imagine you have all the money you want, you live wherever you want, have however many girlfriends you want, however many cars you want. You have everything you ever wanted. Now, do you imagine this? Everything went smooth and you never fucked up. You never had a major fuck up where you were embarrassed of yourself, where you have consequences, you went to debt, you made big mistake that cost you a lot. Imagine if you never did that multiple times. I'm gonna tell you right now, I made plenty of mistakes, but I still haven't made enough. And I do realize that I need to risk more and fail more until I can get to the success that I want. So if you don't have any cool stories, because this is what happens if everything goes smooth, if that first meme coin you invest your money in makes you rich, if that first YouTube channel and those first 50 videos make you blow up, you now don't have any stories. You don't have any cool stories to tell. You don't have any cool story of your doubt, of how much you wanted to give up, of how you hated the whole process, and then how you loved it at some points, hated it, your first W, your first real big L, whatever. You see, if you don't have setbacks, you don't have any cool stories. And why do you even want to get rich in the first place? You'd say for financial freedom and safety and all of that. And all of that is cool, but it gets boring after a while. Trust me, all these millionaires, it's only fun to them because they can compare to the days that they were broke. Okay? They can remember the days on their come up. Because these rich kids that were born in billionaire families in Dubai, these kids that were born in rich families, they don't really give a shit about the new Ferrari. They don't really give a shit about how much money they have, because they're used to it. So this is the most fun part of that process. And another thing is just nobody really admires you that much. If a born kid born in a rich family tries to give you life advice, I mean, you can take it, right, because he has money, but do you really admire him? Do you really respect him? If you become rich without setbacks, it's like that rich kid born into a rich family. It's literally the fact that nobody admires you exactly the same, because you didn't have any difficulty. If it was easy, so don't pray for it to be easy. Ali has this quote, wish not for light load, but for a stronger back, at the end of each and every one of his videos. Why? Because you don't want a lighter load, because nobody respects the man with a weak back and light load. Everybody respects the guy who had a weak back, a heavy load, and built his back and prayed for a stronger back, and that's how he made it. And it realistically is the setbacks that make you grow the most. You want another quote from Ali? Here's one. Loss equals growth. Growth equals win. Therefore, loss equals win. You grow with each and every failure that you made that hurt you emotionally. You grow by that. With each and every breakup, you grow by that, and exponentially grow with it. So it's like, why do you even want to avoid this thing in the first place when you know it's good for you? Now, obviously, this doesn't mean that, so I should just half-ass and put no effort in because I want to fail. No, you should try your hardest to win. And when you do fail, that's why it hurts. And you need it to suck, you need it to hurt, and that's where the most growth is. Now, I did hear this analogy, just look at each and every failure as another step on the ladder. Imagine you have to climb a whole ladder, but each and every step is failure, trauma, pain, whatever. All of those things, you have to step on them to get up. You can't jump on the ladder that's fucking, I'm trying to put it into feet. Let's say it's 10 meters tall. Let's whatever, like 20 something feet tall, let's say. Can't just jump on it. You need to step over those steps. So this means you need to get through those losses as quick as possible. I used to have this gig for a SMMA, right? Where I would cold call real estate companies in my, like in the near 20-mile, 30-mile radius, right, around me. I'd cold call them and I'd get a commission with that, and I made a couple $100 with them, but nothing major. He always told me, the guy that trained me for it, this philosophy made him the most money, which is you have to get through the no's to get to the yeses. Okay, so you have to get through the no. Let's say, imagine you have to get 50 no's before you can get that big yes that will result in thousands of dollars. Imagine that. Now you wouldn't be too nervous over getting 50 no's, right? If you knew that there was a guaranteed yes at the end of it. Well, now you think you reverse that logic. You think, okay, how many no's would I have to get to realistically have a good chance of getting a yes? I think 50 is a good number. 100 is a good number. So why don't I trick myself into guaranteeing myself a yes at the end of it and seeing if I was right? And if not, that's another failure that's gonna be to my growth. The quicker you fail, the quicker you succeed. This is another great quote that I have written down. So the last quote, and it's another one from Ali, and you can tell I spend a lot of the time with the guy and learning from him because I have a lot of quotes from him, which is, it's a matter of when, not if. This was his philosophy before he got the 10K a month on YouTube as an 18-year-old. He already at 17, he told himself it's a matter of when, not if. And by 18, he got there. So you have to have this absolute and utter belief. There has to be no place for doubt whatsoever. So with this in mind, I hope that you take this to heart. And may God bless you. And I'll see you on the next one.